have to adjust that ellipse, that's for sure. So we had this Ace of Discs energy here. I'm really surprised that we didn't open lower in the pre-market though. Like really surprised by that. We did technically have this selling from a peak or crest. Hermes, you can't keep sitting on my mouse, my man. I'm trying to work here. We have another dog hanging out today. This is Noodle. Hey, Noodle. Ace of Discs energy. We do have correlations here at the end of the day to the Tower card, though. So that could really be that at the end of the day we've got this significant move to the downside. So I marked this off as Ace of Discs here. Right? That was about 10 o'clock. And then we have this move. Man, really expected this high to end short, like much earlier in the day. But what we probably have here, this is right here, probably what we could call this Ace of Swords. But indolence, so I think this is probably, all of this is basically Valor. Like pretty much the whole day was Valor until this Ace of Swords here. You could say this was the decline for the Ruin card, but I mean it's kind of like, ugh. It's a pretty off day if you ask me. But somehow the low correlator is nullified, um, meaning that the low, there's chart behavior that makes the low irrelevant. You can see it became very irrelevant. Off of the high, we have sideways fluctuating decline preceding a rally. I would expect a pretty big move to the downside here. What's interesting is we have the male leader or stable foundation of support, which is what this card represents on a chart. We see a correlation to it here early in the day, and then here in the post-market. And matter of fact, that chariot energy, the chariot card in the sequence of events is one of those cards that's prolonged. You can see we've got chariot correspondences all the way from day 1 of March, all the way out until we even see chariot here and chariot here on the 11th. What is this, the 13th? Goes all the way out to the 13th. Which makes sense. It's like a sideways fluctuating rally, pretty much on like a multi-day scale. It's like a sideways fluctuating rally into the high that we see here around the 14th, 15th. I gotta say, I'm pretty surprised about where we opened for the post-market, but it could have to do with this Ace of Discs, because there's a correlation to the Ace of Discs here, and you can see Ace of Discs, right? This line right here, Ace of Discs. We started at that price level. Oh, sorry. Ace of Discs, right? Ace of Discs, Ace of Discs. This spoke of Ace of Discs, right? So like the following day, Ace of Discs. Price level, and then we revisited at Ace of Discs. There's a solid chance that we see this is an important support level, we'll put it that way. This right here, this Ace of Discs, we'll also mark as Emperor. I think we marked an Emperor yesterday too. Let's see. Why is it doing this? I don't get it. I was a little bit off on this, like it skipped right over the green ellipse that I had for today. Just went right past it. I mean, geez, and that's a pretty big move because we broke through 200-day moving average pretty solidly there. So this looks pretty realistic as a price range for these days. I wonder if it goes higher, because I didn't expect that much of a move, I gotta say. Not today, anyways. Can you guys stop sitting in front of my screen? Thank you. Hey B, hey Jacob. Welcome, Jacob. Appreciate it. You opened up an MGM short position today? go down. Oh, you're such a baby, Hermes. That looks like a pretty good move. Let me look at a chart there. So, the 6th, you might be like, oh man, I should have waited till the 6th, but probably not. There's a chance. But either way, like, it's a pretty solid move. On the 7th, we revisit a support level. I think we probably have a lower price level on the 7th than on the 6th. Even if there's a nice low on the 6th, we probably have a lower price level on the 7th. And we revisit a support level that was recently a past opportunity there. My sense is this correlation to a prominent trough is probably for the 7th rather than the 8th. The 8th looks like we've got a crest that forms. I don't have the highest high marked off here. B, do you recall where I said the highest high was in the reading for March? It's probably this right here. Like the 44, 44.18, 44.15, 44.20-ish range. There's a bit of a gap there that needs to be filled, though. There's a little gap that, I guess you could say it was filled. Technically, it was filled. It's a ballsy move, though, I gotta say. It is a ballsy move from a chart-looking standpoint. Yeah, see, that was a smart move. The trade involves pushing the upper end of a range higher, and that's exactly what we did today, guys. We pushed the upper end of a range higher. The 40 range? Probably not the 40 range. I mean, it could be. I don't think it's the 40 range. I think it's probably... It's probably like the 42 mark. it's definitely going to go to 44-ish, but it might go down to 42. I don't think we're going to go to 40. Nah, we don't go to 40. We go to 42. Well, when you look back at the last several times that we hit this price level, they were all turnaround levels, and I don't think we'll see much different this time around based on what the reading shows. Um, there's a couple pretty big moves to the upside next week. When are you planning on holding? How long are you planning on holding the short position, B? Yeah, that's what I would do. I would sell on the 7th. I wouldn't sell on the 6th. I'd sell on the 7th. Unless there's, I mean, if there's a good profit on the 6th, I don't think it's going to be much of a difference in price level on the 7th. It'd probably be a little lower. But, you know, if there's no good opportunity to close on the 6th, I would go for the 7th. I'm not seeing a trade opportunity on the 6th based on the 1 month. I'm seeing it on the 7th. Yeah, so this is very toppy. This is an important resistance level. I bet if we go back, we'll find that we met this resistance several times. Like a strong resistance. Let's take a look. Yeah, see, we're kind of right at that level. You see the resistance here. Like the line goes all the way across. Here, here, here. This is like one line. I'm sorry, I'm wiggling so much. Or like this area right here. Right, and then there's correlations to the tower card at the end of the day. Failed attempt to break through resistance that we expect to break through, followed by a decline through key support there. And the trade opportunity is to open up a short position in the midst of a rally higher. Going to get pretty choppy. A lot of chop on the coming the next week. We have a high correlator, a low correlator, a high correlator. A lot of chop there, guys. But remember, when you see this on a 1 month scale, when you see the Chariot card, the Chariot card is a type of card that the influence lasts more than a day in most cases. So like when you see the Chariot card, you have to understand that it's representing the sequence of events, but it's kind of like an overarching kind of energy over the several days that surround it, if that makes sense. We've got on the 1 day readings, we have correlations to the Chariot card on the 1st, at the end of the 1st, middle way through the 2nd. We have it early in the day on the 3rd, midday on the 6th, early in the day on the 7th. I mean, it goes all the way right up into the high, and it's a sideways fluctuating rally that precedes a decline, right? So it'll be choppy, but we will be moving to the upside as we move closer to the 14th, 15th. That's what the blue it indicates, are correlations with the 1 month. I call them cross time frame correlations. That's a unicursal right there. Unicursal from what day? The 24th. Is that right? In any case, so we were pretty solid on this. We were in this price range here near a low. Today we opened much higher than I expected. I expected us to open lower and then move into this price range. We just skipped right past it. But directionally speaking, still pretty good. And it does lead us to believe that we should see this price levels here. That's the failed attempt to break through resistance, followed by this decline that we're going into now. 20 minutes left. This should be pretty much decline here. And I wouldn't be surprised if it wasn't like a really big decline. Because there's correlations to the Emperor card here in the post-market too. It is possible that that could mean we see that price level again in the midst of like a price swing or something. It's possible. going to make this broader because we moved so much. See how important that price level was, that convergence point? Super important.
You okay, you know? You a good boy. Thank you. Yeah, I love you too. This is your friend, but you have to let him sleep, okay?
Anything else you'd like me to take a look at, guys? All right, guys, I'm gonna roll. Thank you so much for watching. As always, make sure to follow the rule of karma. Super important for the